Yeah?
Have we started then?
Yeah, we have. You
Oh,
said then.
okay, yeah. Well, today, with me, we have Mourneblade from the Guild Incubus and Omnixus, who's currently not in the guild, but I believe is applying to Incubus at some point. And
Eventually.
we're changing the subject a little bit today. It's not about PvP, but this time they've both decided to change race. And I'm obviously hosting this video because Omnixus is one of the guests, I guess.
I'm a
But
co-host right now.
they're the co-host or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna start with Mourneblade as he is like the special guest and ask him what was so horrid about Blood Elf being the best race in the game because they've got the silence, the enchanting, profession upgrade. Can you stop laughing? Enchanting profession upgrade, and they have something else. No, they don't. A magical resistance. So why did you choose to go undead?
A few reasons really. One, there are far too many Blood Elf Death Knights knocking around on the server. I didn't look unique at all, so I decided to change to sort of like a race that isn't quite as well represented in Death Knights as the undead guy. Secondly, the silence, yeah, it's pretty good. In fairness, that is one of the big things that was keeping me in the race. But Will of the Forsaken isn't that bad, really. After the nerf, it was pretty gash for a bit. But once you learn how to use it properly, it's not that bad. I just prefer the way the undead look. Most of my characters are actually Forsaken, so
Alright.
just like the way they look. And to be fair, the PvP gear looks miles better on Forsaken than it does on Blood Elves.
You have to admit that's true.
That is true. Did you have any idea that in 4.0, the coming patch this week, if I remember correctly, that we won't actually be able to spec into Lichborn as Blood or Unholy Spectre, well as Frost obviously. Did that ever enter your mind when you went undead for the Will of Forsaken?
It didn't actually. Thinking about that, it's just occurred to me. No, I didn't think about that. But since I'm going to be specing Frost probably anyway in 4.0 for PvP for a bit until 85, where I can spec Blood and get Lichborn anyway, doesn't really affect me.
Alright. Also, when you do go into Cataclysm, stuff like Will of Forsaken, locks get buffed basically because the length of the game are elongated, even though at the moment damage retarded and all that kind of crap. The Cataclysm idea is that everything's meant to be elongated. Stuff like Will of Forsaken is getting a hidden buff, as it were. Did that ever enter your mind?
I know that they're doing sort of like an overhaul of a lot of the racial changes anyway. So the racials that we have at the minute aren't necessarily the racials that we're going to have going into Cataclysm.
Really?
But never really entered my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, the racials are blatantly getting an overhaul. They've said they're going to overhaul the racials anyway, and the orc and goblin ones are so much better than everything else that anybody's got.
That is
Are you
true.
going to be a nerd like me and well, not expert, but change race to goblin as soon as it comes out, and then when they realise they earn 10 million quid off just making goblin overpowered, nerf it and make us change back? Are you going to be one of those people?
I'm not going to be one of those people. I
You're
have absolutely no interest at all in making goblin.
Well, then turn your back, because...
I will not go goblin either. Just saying.
Well, Omnixus, why did you think Warstomp was better in
There?
general? Like, over, say, your axe expertise that you lost in PvE, even though it's a PvP channel, but you lost axe expertise, stun
Well,
reduction, and Blood Fury, the racial. How come you think that's worth Warstomp?
I thought that all those things, they helped. They gave a certain increase in damage, but, you know, War Stomp can really turn a match around in your favor when you can stun a polymorph and continue, like, focusing on a healer. It's more useful than minor DPS increases.
So you think it gives you like a third dimension to the gameplay?
It makes my class useful.
But currently, our threes team is no longer active because Cardona decided to part ways with us. But do you reckon in fives it has more of a feel because you can stun 5 people for an entire global? Do you reckon it has a better influence in fives than it does?
It might not necessarily stun 5 people. there being more people, it will stun more people, obviously, because, you know, they're not all gonna back together for me to stomp them.
Yeah. Did you ever want the health change as well for potential flag carrying in the bottom lodge?
No, just, you know, you keep begging for me to survive longer, so yeah, I have more health now.
When we're in it. Are you going to stay Tauren or?
Probably, unless Warstomp gets like a 10-minute cooldown, then I'll claw my eyes out and go Goblin.
Alright. It's been good. Well, we've had both thoughts from Omnixus and Mourneblade. Any shout-outs that you'd like to both
I
give?
would like to add that Mourneblade, in any future appearances on the channel, will now always be credited as a co-host, equal to Twizle.
Not equal to
Yeah.
me.
He will be listed.
Oh, sorry.
He will be listed second as a co-host. You know, Twizle in the front, and then Mourneblade.
I like it in behind. So.
I just wanted to add that.
Like me behind you, do you, Twizzle? Is that what you like? You like
Yeah,
that?
I like that.
me behind
But any shout-outs, Mourneblade?
None really, not this time. I did a big shout out last time to my guild. I suppose I'll just go, hello, Incubus.
So, Omnixus, any shout-outs you want to give?
Well, not really. No.
Okay, you suck then.
Oh, right, already?
Yeah.
Shouldn't we do like an after interview or something like that?
No, we shouldn't.
No, we shouldn't do an after interview.
So Twizle, what was it like interviewing two of the greatest, the Warrior Omnixus stars?
Well, being the greatest, the Warrior Omnixus star in the world, it wasn't really that hard, personally.
You know what is hard though?
My penis.
Damn it, you beat me to it. Alright, we'll cut it here. You have to do the outro as well.
Well, this has been beautiful Omnivision. La la la!
You're forgetting the major thing, man.
Oh, and subscribe to this
Good
channel.
boy.